everyone, in this video let us discuss top k frequent elements problem. Given an integer array nums and integer k, return the k most frequent elements. You may return the answer in any order. So given in this problem the input array is 1 1 1 and double 2 and 3, and k is the most frequent elements we should return. So k is the 2. So here the most frequent element is 1, then followed by 2. So that's why it's 1 comma 2. Also you can may return the answer in any order. So here the input format is they given the nums array and k integer. We need to return that array of elements. So let us try to understand the algorithm here. So basically first we need to find the most frequent elements. For that what I am trying is I'm just first putting that into hash map. So given the thing is one is in the hash map I will put it one is repeated by three times, and two is repeated by two times, and three is repeated by one time, and they are given k is equal to 2. So by seeing this test case we can understand one is repeated by three times, two is repeated by two times, so 1 comma 2 or any order 2 comma 1 is the answer. So hash map is very useful to start with, so that's why I'm using here hash map. So the map of key is the integer, and frequency, this is the key pair values. So here first key we are taking that number, and here that values I'm taking nothing but their frequencies. So key and those values, and then how I'm taking it, I'm just traversing to that given nums array, and I'm just putting it. If it is not there, first if it is there I'll adding a plus one frequency, or if it is not there, that means 0. By default I will get, suppose when I'm adding 1 for the first time, by default it will be 0, and then I'm adding the plus 1 to it frequency. So it just nothing but 1 comma 1 comma 1 and 2 comma 2 comma 3, right? When you're adding 1 it is not there, so that is get a default 0 plus 1 frequency, and when 1 it's already there, 1 frequency is 1, so that 1 we have 1 plus 1, that is 2. Similarly when you're taking again 1 again, the existing frequency 2, to that add 1, so the 1 frequency is 3. Similarly for the 2 starting with 0 plus 1, and then 1 plus 1, that is 2, and 3 starting there is not element, default it is 0, so plus 1. So we have created hash map of elements with frequency map. Now let us try to understand what is here a priority queue. So here we will use the priority queue. Priority queue is nothing but is the heap only. So we are not discussing internal building structure, building of heap data structure, but only the purpose of it. So what is the heap will do, it will sort the elements on basis of the priority. Suppose if you take a queue, it is it just follows first in first order principle or last in last order principle, but heap it not like that. In whatever order you add it, suppose if you take the min heap, if you have the elements like 8 7 1 3 4, whatever order, if you add the elements in the heap, if it is the min heap, so when you do heap dot poll, if it is a min heap, then it will give the very smallest numbers like 1 comma 3 comma 4 comma 7 comma 8, like that follows by. Similarly here we are taking the priority queue, but the priority is we are doing the custom sorting. So what is meaning by custom sorting here? So basically we can write here like this custom sorting. So all these things are custom sorting, or you can directly write it like this also. Like suppose if you are sorting the two numbers n1 comma n2 is we will use the you will use lambda function, and then sort it by like that count dot get of n1 minus count dot get of n2. So in single one line you can write it, or if you want derivation part also you can write it. Nothing but internally, if you're creating new frequency comparator inside your passing that map, what it is doing is the frequency comparator first implementing the comparator. So it is an functional interface. So we are passing, we are creating that count, so we just initializing by comparator. And then what you're we have like one inbuilt method called compare. So that's what I'm saying, you can directly write it n1 comma n2 lambda function count of this line, count of get one minus count of get into, both are in single line can write, or you can write this also. So compare based on frequency. So what it means like, here how it works, suppose if, when you are doing a minus b. So if a minus, when you're doing a minus b, just keep it. If you want uh, ascending order, that is small to big, and just take a minus b. If it is descending order, that is big to small, then take b minus a. What it means like, a minus b means a should come before it. So when you are taking suppose 4 suppose if you are taking this 1 3 2 2 3 1, when you take for the first time after you building this priority queue, so you will add from hash map to that key set to in the heap. While you are adding, how it stores means 1 comma 1, we have 1. So when you're adding 1 comma 3 2 comma 2 and 3 comma 1 from a hash map, key set will give all the unique elements. So when you're trying to add first the first element, suppose if you're adding 1, that is fine, there's no comparison. When you are adding 2, it will just check this elements with frequencies, where if it is a minus b, if it is a minus b is less than 0, means there is no change. Suppose if you are checking 1 comma 2, that is 1 with 3 and 2 with 2. So if you're checking like this, if it is 1 minus 2, that is minus 1, right? There is no change. If it is positive, then you will swap the it. So that's what, it's a simple trick. If you want to put small to big, just take a minus b. If you want to take big to small, just take b minus a. I'm taking here a minus b because I'm putting lowest frequent elements first priority. And then the internal it works, if it is less than 0 means no swap. If greater than b, swap, it will just change. Or if e is equal to b, also there is no change. So now like this we just put into hash map. While I'm putting into, so just like it, I'm putting into heap. While I'm putting into it also, I will check if heap dot size is greater than k. I'll just poll it. That means the less frequent element, I'm just removing it. So at the last, the heap now having the elements with the top k frequent elements. You can directly take it any order, or you can reverse the in reverse array. You can also take it, because the thing is you can return the answer in any order. So this is a problem. We just first use the thing hash map for storing key values with the frequencies, and then we using the priority queue. With the priority queue, we are using the priority queue will give custom sorting, and here again we are writing that custom sorting. You can directly write is that n1 n2 compare in the terms of count out get of n1 minus n2. If I take a minus b, if you want to do lowest frequency. And after that you just while also doing it, you can do this step if greater than k. Anytime the sizes, then you are removing the low frequent element. So you will have only the size k, that elements which have the highest frequencies, the things you can take in the array and return the array. So this is the code. If you run this code, the exact code, it's accepted, and you can submit the exact code.